Hello, hello. Welcome to the Susie channel. It is, what time is it? 1:30. It's 1:30 p.m. here. And we are now in our new location. Hey, teddy bear, muffin pie, sugar cakes, lollipops. How you doing? Good to see you. And let's see. These sounds go about right here. We'll put this here. Let's make sure I can hear this. There we go. How's everybody doing? Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. So welcome in. Good to see you. Hey Rashad, how you doing? I finally got all settled in now and everything's awesome. Uh-oh, I need to sneeze. Boy, there's a lot of dust floating around. So I was I was just gonna go live, and I went to grab a bottle of water, and I looked up at my AC, the AC unit, and the filters. Yesterday, I was supposed to do this, and they were real dusty. So I had to jump up on a chair and get that done because it needed to be done in order for the AC to efficiently do its job. So I was up there on a chair, pulled the little screens down. It's got like kind of a vent part, and then a screen that goes underneath it. And I had to pull those off and run them underwater and clean the dust bunnies out of there. And I think I stirred up some dust bunnies, so kind of sneezy. It didn't hurt. It didn't really hurt. Good to see you guys. Good to see you, teddy bear, muffin pie, sugar cakes, lollipops. Yeah, so we've been so busy just unpacking and getting settled in, and it's pretty much all done. Tomorrow I have a task to do before I can start adventuring. So one more thing needs to be checked off the checklist, and then I'll be free to go. So yeah, so it's good to see everybody. Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday. And I really didn't. We went for dinner last evening. We actually went to a Thai place, and we had some food. I had some like wonton soup and a little bit of sticky rice. They didn't really have the kind of rice that I was anticipating. They do a sticky rice. It's a dessert with mango. I was like, oh, can you? Is it possible to just get it plain? So they brought out like a little portion. It's probably like a half a cup of sticky rice in the shape of like an oval on a real small saucer. And the rice still had a sweetness to it. And it was still good. I ate it. But the wonton soup was really good. And I had two fresh rolls, which is a spring roll wrapped in rice paper. It had shrimp and lettuce in it and carrots and I believe cilantro, Thai basil, and some kind of a radish, really thinly sliced, shoestringed radish. Really good. It was really good. So I ate all my stuff, and my hubby, he brought home some of his leftovers. He had an orange chicken, but I didn't really like that. It was sweet, and it wasn't. The chicken was good, but he poured all that sauce on the rice, and it made it sweet. And I don't like my food sweet too much like that. So I preferred the savory. But anyways, I had a little bit of that, and I didn't finish it all. It just wasn't really good. I pulled out a lamb steak to hopefully it'll thaw maybe by tomorrow. We'll see how it looks later. So maybe that'll be my dinner. I do have corn in there, and I have rice. So if I do make that, that's probably what I'll make with it. And then And I think I have sticky rice already in here, so that's what I might do for dinner. Lamb, it's like a lamb steak with some rice and fresh corn from someone's garden. Like our old neighbor gave us some corn. Um, he grew some corn in his garden, and he sent some over to share with us. So it was really nice. So yeah, we're all settled in now. Everything was pretty much here in the fifth wheel. Everything, and I've been like sweeping away, sweeping, because our shoes, like the ground um, out here has a bunch of those little pebbles, and they stick in those little grooves under the shoes, and then when you come in, they fall out, right? So there's like pebbles all over the place, and I like to walk barefoot in here towards the evening when I'm winding down, and man, stepping on those rocks is not fun. So I'm like sweeping like 8 times a day in here just to get all the rocks out. I, uh, so I don't know. I'll figure that out. That's just normal. Corn on the cob would be good right now. Heck yeah, it would. So yeah, all settled in. Finally, the computer's all set up, and everything is pretty. I still need to do a grocery run. I got a few meats. I got meats in here, so I won't be needing to buy any meats, but I'll be needing to get like maybe a few veggie things, maybe some fruit, and I should be good. Then I'll start planning some meals too. We'll be doing some cooking together, so that'll be fun. It's still like 80 degrees outside right now, and it's kind of muggy, honestly. It's a little muggy. I don't know if this thing shows the weather. Let's see. It's supposed to. Where's the weather? Everybody says to use the weather bug, so let's just pull up the weather bug. Weather bug. Do I have weather bug? I think I do. John P. Brother, it's cold. It's 80 degrees. Is cold for you? Oh my God, not over here. Oh, it's still too warm. So it looks like is that my current location? Can't be 97. There's got to be Phoenix. Oh yeah, Camp Verde. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it is 97 now. It's warm. God, that's too hot. That's still too hot. Can't do nothing in that. Yeah, can't really do nothing. So, not comfortably, anyways. My hair is just out of control. Stop it! Stop it! How's everybody doing? It's nighttime over there, huh, brother? It's good to see you. Oh, darn it. Okay, so yeah, um, I even like blow dry my hair, so it's not cooperating right now. So I apologize for my hair is all messy. JP says hello to Rashid. So I was working on this background before I left Phoenix, actually the night before we left. And I just kind of added some different backgrounds. So like this background is Egypt, because I've been to Egypt. So I just thought, oh, well, it would be cool just to kind of like, kind of venture down memory lane when I was over there staring at those freaking amazing huge pyramids. And then I think that this one is just because I'm studying petroglyphs at the moment, and I thought these hands were cool. These are actually painted hands, and I honestly don't know how they did the ones that they did the paint first, and then they did a clear imprint. like a that's not painted. That's cool. I don't know how they did that. If that's real, but I know that they they painted their hands and then they put them on the wall. But yeah, and then the one I think with the city, that's Amsterdam, so it's kind of cool. I thought that was pretty. But I have the regular background was just a gal in there studying with her coffee. So so I saw Stuart was live earlier and he was cooking some kind of, I don't know what he was cooking. He wasn't even like around the mic, or I don't know if he wasn't looking at the chat or if he was way busy, but I just saw like in front of the camera a big casserole looking thing. It kind of honestly looked like you know that mashed potatoes that you put on top, and then on the bottom you do like ground beef and corn and whatever, onions, maybe bell pepper. I think what do they call that? Poor man's shoot, casserole, something like that. But it's really good. You put a whole layer of like mashed potatoes on top. That may have been cheese, but I don't know. I asked him, but I didn't. I don't think he was around. So, and I needed to get a few other things done, so I just kind of watched for a while, um, then I got my live ready. Who else is live? Keith, beautiful brother Keith is live. I think he's playing WWE on his screen. Who else is? That's about all I've seen that was live. John P, I went and watched your video earlier. That was cool. And who else? That's all I saw, really. That's all I saw that was live. So brother John P says, Rashid, with a ton of wonderful emojis. 78 is nighttime. So yeah. So guess what, guys? The fire ban has been lifted. There will be the fire pit. It was too warm to do it last night, honestly. So we'll see how it is tonight. And we'll be doing fire chat soon. Fireside chats. So that'll be cool. But after tomorrow, I'll be able to go adventure. And so we just gotta be patient and just hang on. It's gonna start cooling down here, really nice in the 70s. So I'm really excited for that. Get out of the darn hot heat and get outside and do some stuff. 90 degrees. I am not gonna go hiking in that weather. It's just too warm. So what's new with anybody? Anything new? Let's go over to the news and see what's going on, because I was reading a few things that I saw that were kind of interesting as far as what the neighborhood where the neighborhood. I saw a few things that I thought was kind of. Oh my gosh. This is so bad. Somebody was at this Circle K at Indian School Road. Oh, first, before we start this, the jackpot here in Arizona is at 1.1 billion. Oh my God, if you're in Arizona, anybody watching, go get your ticket. We got our tickets, so that would be so awesome. If we win, like I've always said, I am gonna freaking build a YouTube hub, and it'll be somewhere in nature, and there'll be like areas where we can camp and sleep and shower and kayak and do all that fun stuff. Have fire. Definitely am going to be building something to that effect. that would be just so awesome. And then have some of my YouTube friends come out and camp with me and sit around the fire. We can talk about everything, whatever. I think that would be so fun. Um, I think that would just be awesome. Just be really cool. Yes. So yeah, if that's statewide, that Powerball, that's right. It is statewide because it does go all the way across the states. But yeah, so if you haven't got your ticket yet, go get a ticket. It just takes one, but you have to play to win. So you never know. Roched was busy, otherwise he would have said hello to John P. Brother sooner. He was helping his mama. That's awesome, Roched. And yeah, it is around the country. Thanks for reminding me, because I forget these little things. Countrywide. Hi, Polly. How you doing? Polly says hello to everybody. Good to see you. How's your Wednesday going? How was your Labor Day weekend? How was everybody's Labor Day weekend? Ours was good. We were just moving and getting settled in, and I had my first cup of coffee last night because I was busy. I was doing some video editing and some music for these the shorts that come out on the channel every morning at 6 a.m. There's a riddle. So if anybody likes riddles, those are available on the short section of my channel. And I do the music for those, and so they're kind of fun. So if you're interested in that, or you know anybody who likes riddles, I have it. I'm setting it up to where there's one a day, so 7 days a week there should be a riddle. And if there's, I think, was it this morning? No, there should be one until I think next Sunday. And then I'll have to go in and put in some more. So I try to cover the week, and then I take a break. But it's time consuming. I was up till probably 3 this morning, putting those in and creating those and making music for each one. So I was really exhausted. I was supposed to go and do. We have a activity room here that's just not too far away from my front door, and it needs some TLC, so I'll probably do that maybe this evening. If it cools down enough, I'll go in there and tidy it up a little bit. So that'll be a nice little exercise. Roched says, howdy, Polly. Huge hug to you, Roched, from Polly. So yeah, so we're situated really nice, and I kind of didn't sleep good the first night, and last night I slept a little better. I think it's just kind of altitude change and different place. You kind of just I don't know if that happens with everybody, but it's usually the first night is bad. The body has to adjust to the area, the altitude, and all that stuff. So takes a while. It's kind of like jet lag. It's similar, but not as intense. But yeah, I think that's what I was experiencing the first night. So in the neighborhood app, there was a gal at the Circle K that took a photo of a male gentleman. Well, I don't know if I should call him a gentleman, but a male that said if asked the woman. I'm assuming that this is a female. That the man asked if they like schoolgirls, and then went on to harass the person, and was telling her that he liked underage girls. Shame on you. That's not nice. So she took his picture, and she's spreading awareness about this person. To keep your daughters safe, accompany your daughters if you're going to that Circle K. Just some people are their reality is so much different than mostly anyone else. But yeah, that's not good. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, that's so there was like 48 comments on this post. Um there's I was just checking to see if there's any that I could actually read on here without being too explicit. Okay, so when was this posted? This was posted. Okay, this was 12 hours ago. 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that was like 1 this morning. Oh my gosh. And see, this is not good because, especially if you're like a teenager and you say you snuck out of your house, right? You're sneaking out, and we've all done it. Some of you have not because you're maybe too afraid, or maybe you just was like you didn't have a reason to, and you just like wanted to study instead or go to bed like everybody else does. But there are those girls or boys that sneak out, and they're out at the hours of midnight, 1, 2, and 3, 4 in the morning, and then maybe 5. Maybe they start heading back home around 6 a.m. to sneak back in to jump in bed before school. Hmm? Hmm? Uh, just to spread awareness, these people are out there at night. These guys, right? These guys. And if you don't know how to defend yourself, you're screwed. So you better think twice when you're sneaking out, and especially if you're alone, if you're a little more gutsier and you're alone and you're out there kind of just whatever you're doing, you better learn how to frickin' defend yourself. Take some mace with you. I'm not saying that it's good to sneak out, but if you do, we can't stop them all. They're all doing it. Most of them, a lot of them. Take some frickin' mace with you. Take hell, I don't know, take a hammer. I don't know, whatever fits in your little pack that you got. You got your cigarettes that you're not supposed to be smoking. You got whatever you got, your phone. You got a little backpack with you, a little bag, right? Put some mace in there. Get some mace. You can order it on Amazon. It's like $13. Have your parents buy it for you and say you need it for school. I don't know. Whatever you have to do. You're good at lying at that age. Anyways, most parents know you're lying, just so you know. They always know when you're lying because they raised you, right? So I don't think you can always lie and get away with it. Once they catch on, you're going to get caught eventually sneaking out. They're going to set a booby trap. So just so you know, parents are not stupid. Some of them may be clueless. But anyways, there's men like that, and that are out there. They're just waiting for you to cross their path. So just so you know. So just so you know, because I know there's like younger people that watch this channel that aren't supposed to. So if you are watching, I saw like a 7-year-old watching my channel. Like, this is not for children, but they do, and apparently YouTube doesn't do anything about it. So I don't know how they're able to watch my channel, but if you do, and you're sneaking out, you kids, you teenagers, take some mace with you, okay? Take some protection. Learn, hang out with kids that know karate, or that can show you how to punch correctly. Show you the right places to punch or to protect yourself, or you know what I mean. Be smart about it. Please don't be a dummy kid, and leave yourself wide open for an attack, and always be aware of your surroundings. If you're walking down the street, every so often look behind you. When you're passing houses, be aware, be observant, check the porches, check the sides of the houses, to make sure there's not someone sitting there, standing there. You know what I mean? If you're out in the city and you're walking through the city and say you're night shopping, window shopping, right? There's nobody around, but you're like looking at the windows, you're looking at the outfits, and you're looking at the toys, whatever's in the windows nowadays in the cities. pay attention. If you pass an alleyway, look down that alley and make sure there's nobody standing there or sitting there. And if there is, get out of there quick. Make a go down. Make a some turns. Turn left. Turn right. Turn left. Remember, you know what I mean, and kind of zigzag your way through out of there, away from that area. Uh, Find a park. Find places that you can just don't sneak out. But you know what I mean? Be smart, be observant. So let's see what else. Someone says he will receive street justice if he blatantly advertises in public what he's looking for. Some father of a young girl might not look kidding on this person in his neighborhood. I don't know. That doesn't really make sense. But obviously, someone doesn't agree with that behavior. Someone said you should have called the cops. Doesn't sound like he actually did anything. So tell the police what. So those kind of comments don't help at all, because it kind of makes the person actually sharing the whole subject, the whole situation, like they shouldn't even share this stuff. But this needs to be an awareness. That way that there's record of this person. She actually got a good photo of the man, fairly decent. Oh, she got 2 photos. Yeah, that's little blurry, but you could still make out his features to where if he was in a lineup, you could probably pick him out. It's good enough. But yeah, this stuff needs to be recorded, and people need to be made aware to look out for this man. So I think that's good. See, and people who say how long ago, they're obviously not observant to the post, because the post was posted 12 hours ago. Like I said, when did this happen? Some people just get on there and they just they don't read everything, and they don't. I do it sometimes too, but with the situation like this, the first thing is, what did the person look like? What time did this happen? Where was it at? The who, what, when, why, and where. All those are important. So some people just are, they're just, what is that called? Clueless. When did this happen? Well, if you see the post when it was posted, because it started off with I was just at Circle K, so it was posted 12 hours ago. So obviously they posted right after it happened. So it's no brainer there. Oh, someone says, it says in the post, reread it. Good job. Good job. Good job. Let's see. Someone asked for a better picture. Someone says, violence 9 out of 10 times is not the answer. But I wouldn't have a problem with some good old-fashioned street justice intervening in this case. Just saying. so yeah, that's hopefully there'll be that one person that crosses path with a person like this, that they just will take care of business. And Phoenix, since it's such a big city, you can hide in it in plain sight, right? And especially at night. So this was at 1 a.m. in the morning. And so these guys, who knows, they probably work all day, or, whatever they do. And they go out at night. So it is the night. It's the nighttime where it's all the other kind of people come out. Let's see. This one guy says, this post is for the ladies. If you have a man, a close guy, a friend, a dad, a brother, please give them a flower. Most men will get their first flower only at their funeral. So it's sad but true. So that's actually kind of something to think about. I bought my hubby a bouquet of flowers for his birthday, and I thought, this is silly. Men don't really like flowers, but you know what? I think it's a nice thing to do. Women get flowers. Women like flowers, getting flowers, and he actually really, really admired the flowers. He really loved them, and I got him in his favorite color. So if you get flowers for someone, that's how I thought about it. Like, what color do I get? I don't know what color to get. Just if they have a favorite color and it happens to come in a flower, get that color. And if not, I don't think you can go wrong with red roses. I don't think you can go wrong with that. Or you just gotta find out what kind of flower they like. It could be daisies. It could be a sunflower. It could be cosmos. It could be marigolds. Who knows? It could be a lily. It could be, and you can find mostly all those flowers. And if it's a wildflower and they're actually growing around, you could just go pick your fresh bouquet, pick it yourself. So I think that'd be cool. That's actually a good idea. Let's see what else is in here. Let's see. So while we were here, we had a rain. We had some rain in Phoenix, and there was apparently a lot of people posted the rainbow out there. There was a rainbow, it was beautiful sunset. Oh my God, Arizona has the most beautiful skies. Excuse me. Wow, that's a beautiful photo. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but I'll share this. I'll share the rainbow with you guys. Let's see, where is it? Here it is. So this was the rainbow. I believe this was just like yesterday, like really recent. So there was a beautiful rain. They're saying that monsoon's over. It can't be. Like we didn't have a bunch of rain this monsoon, so I don't know how they could be saying that it's over. I hope not. So this year I'm kind of thrown off a little bit because I was usually here for the summer in the village, and I didn't. So everything is just kind of shifted for me as far as the way the weather is and the seasons, the summer to fall, right? But that's a beautiful rainbow. I'd have to say that's a very nice rainbow. But I thought it was worthy of sharing. There was another photo I saw, also someone else posted, but it was a double rainbow. That was kind of cool. It's a double rainbow. So, hello. Okay. Let's make this small again. Oops, not that small. Let's see what else we have here. 19 hours ago. Is there another dust storm? Okay, so someone is starting a petition. Apparently, there's an area in around Phoenix that has wild peacocks, and I don't know what organization wants to do this. Maybe I could read it. They want to actually relocate them. So the people of the neighborhood started a petition to not relocate them because they believe they're part of the ecosystem. I don't know if I mentioned this in a prior live, but when we moved over to our second house, this was in California. We lived down the street, literally 2 blocks away from a park, and there was like a neighborhood peacock there, and you could hear every day from our house if we had our windows open or we were outside or out in the yard. You can hear the peacock, and it makes a specific sound. And sometimes I'd walk down to the park, and you would actually see the peacock just walking on the road, all casually walking, and with their big old feathers. And that darn thing, like, just kind of leaped up and flew up just so gracefully up to this tall, tall tree. I don't remember what kind of tree. It was a really, really tall tree, and he flew up to the branch and sat up there, and his feathers just cascaded down. It was just beautiful. So I kind of get it that these people don't want these birds relocated because they feel they're part of the ecosystem. They're part of the area, and they should be allowed to stay. And it's just like, can you imagine all of a sudden someone just swiping up all the birds and then taking them somewhere else, and they're like, what the heck? Can you imagine that just being relocated like that? Probably be pretty stressful. So I don't know what the reason is. It didn't say. It just went straight to the petition. But I'm seeing it more and more. I actually signed it up also because I think they should be able to stay. Someone's posting a sale at Savers. They're all, hello, penny pinchers. I don't even think I've ever shopped at a Savers. Let's change this music. Let's see this. Where's the... Okay. Oh, yeah. See, when we get rain out here in Arizona, everybody celebrates because it's just such a nice thing to have. I hope we get more. We may get rain this week. By the end of this week, it was like 5 and 10% chance of rain out here in this area. I know some places have got like over it got more rain than expected, and then you get flooding, and that's not fun. Does anybody know how to replace 4 shocks? And how much? I have shocks. I prefer doing it at home. Contact me. Okay, someone asking for help with a little bit of mechanical work. Let's see. Happy birthday to all the dogs on Earth. All dogs' lives matter. Right, Rashad? That's what I'm thinking too. They're not hurting anybody. I mean, I honestly, I've never stuck around one long enough to see like if they poop like pigeons. The pigeons just do splatter poop. They're just like, where were you eating? God. But there's a cute little photo of us, little chihuahua sitting in front of a cake with the party hat on, a birthday hat, and it says, "Happy birthday to all the dogs in the world whose lives matter." That's just cute. Let's see, what else do we have? TSMC breaks ground on water recycling plant to boost sustainability at Phoenix Fab site. Water recycling plant. North Phoenix. So I would have drove right by that. Maybe? What is that? Someone says, okay. Someone says, no, you will pay more. Is this toilet to tap? Oh gosh, that's horrible. I do not drink the tap water. Although, we do filter it. We were talking about the tap water recently, and we were thinking, how many people flush their meds down the toilet? Dope. On top of the human waste that goes down in those waters, and then it's going through a water facility, and you kind of wonder, do they actually filter all of that stuff out? Like you're people who don't probably know that you're not supposed to flush your old meds down the toilet, or how many people do flush their meds down the toilet, or you know what I mean? The stuff that you're supposed to take to a pharmacy and have them properly discard all of that stuff. That's what you're supposed to do. Or how many drug bust raids have there been where people have got baggies and baggies and they're just flushing stuff down the toilet? Sometimes I've heard them even actually going into capturing it before it actually flowing completely away, and getting it captured, intercepting it before it hits the water treatment center. But I don't think they all do that. I think if they really need the evidence, they'll take extra measures to capture the evidence, to confiscate it, but highly unlikely. So another comment is, no, it's reused at the TSMC plant in the chip making process. Okay, so they're building a whole water station for that chip plant. So someone else responded to a comment on here. The politicians who thought of toilet to tap should have made the semi and AI industry use the water instead. It will lead to more overdevelopment and destruction of the once beautiful desert. I mean, I knew some people who had lived here way before, many years ago, before it was a huge city. They said, I remember hearing a story about Phoenix being one dirt road, and they actually happened to live close by that dirt road. It was like there was nothing out here. Now there's over a million people here. So can you believe it's grown pretty big. Let's see. That's why they're forcing poo water on us now. Oh my god, that's not cool. Yeah, if you ever buy you could buy this. It's like a little stick. It's plastic with a gauge on it, and it measures the parts per million in your water of pollutants, whatever pollutants are in there, it'll tell you. And we have one of those because we have a jug that filters our tap water, and it's supposed to be at 0. I don't drink it past point, so it's 0.5. If it gets higher than 0.7, I change the filter. And there was one time my hubby, he poured, I don't know how long it's been since we changed that filter, but he poured some of that water in the coffee, and he made me a cup of coffee. And right before he poured it too, I was like, what water did you use? He goes, the pitcher. I'm like, oh, And so I'm like, he made me a nice cup of coffee. Like I took a tiny micro sip and I spit it out because it tasted sour. I'm like, what did you do? Oh, you didn't change the filter. And I measured it. And it was like over 700. I'm like, baby, you trying to kill me? I think you're trying to kill me. So yeah, you got to keep an eye on that stuff. Pay attention to if you use a water filter in your pitchers. Go buy one of those little things. They're like, I think they're maybe under $10. It's like this little. It's blue. The one we have is blue, and it has a cap. You take the cap off, and you just put like this much water in your cup. Um, like 2 inches of water. Okay, because if you can't see me, I'm too small. Put that in your cup, and then turn it on. And as soon as you turn it on, it's ready to measure. Just put it into the depth of the. It's like a big blue stick. Put it in. You just need like 2 inches of water, and it'll tell you right on the screen right away what parts per million is if any pollutants are in there, and you can look up what it measures. But basically, I don't drink any water that's 0.07 or something, 0.05 to 0.07, something like that. I don't drink the water because it starts getting real sour above 100, 200, 300. The water starts tasting sour. And I think it's just because the filter has already filtered so much that you're not really getting anything filtered anymore. And then it doesn't taste good. It's not good. So maybe whatever's going on in the filter is making the water worse. So it's holding all those pollutants and whatever it's capturing. But I think that the one that we use is like a 5-stage water filter. So you got to do your research too when you buy those water filters. And you want to get the most filter power that those things can hold. It's designed to filter out the most pollutants out of your water. And you're going to pay a little bit more because you want quality when it comes to your water. So don't try to be cheap. Try to budget for it if that's the way you drink your water. But if not, then do it whatever way you can. But I think we pay like $50 for 6 filters, something like that. But they last a while, and we don't use that water like every day. We use it just for like coffee and for cooking. And we drink the bottled water. I don't drink tap water. I even have a water filter on my shower head, because I don't like that hard water. Someone says, we're going to need more water. Good. Someone says, so sad it's not going to work. A closed border and not advertising for people to visit Arizona and share the water the state has been telling us we don't have for 60 years. Since back when the population was a third of what it is now, and somehow we still have water. Would work better. We are either in a drought or we want an open border and tourism to further deplete our water supply. It can't be both. Someone says, responding to that, drugs, it's a terrible thing. I think they're insinuating that person that just commented is on drugs. Goes down the toilet or the garbage dump. Let's see. That's funny. Let's see. I'm gonna put something chill on. Okay, I'm just gonna lower the volume here. Okay, we'll get that low. How's the sound coming in through the mic? Is it coming in pretty good? I'm actually using a different mic. So let's see, it means that the water they use, they run it through a series of filtrations and then reuses it for themselves. They don't put it back in the environment. Yeah, that's definitely something to look into because people, if people don't know what exactly that thing is, the water treatment plant is being used for, they could just announce it. But unless you research it, you don't know what you're agreeing to, or you don't know what's going on in your area, right? So it's good to research stuff. I'm learning that more and more. Lots of research is really good. If you found a post making you ask, how is this not a good thing? You replied to the wrong posting as mine is positive. Someone says, great idea. We need to get serious about water conservation. Okay, here's someone that's got a lengthy comment, and it says, this water deal is a complete disaster. We'll never have any good drinking water. Most of the water we do have is used for construction, and they use it way more than anyone could imagine. Soon we'll have layered communities. Just add another story. Build one community on top of another community. Phoenix has become a cesspool of too many people. I agree. I agree. Um, Not enough water or jobs. The children of today will never want to stay in this hot, uncomfortable climate or environment. It's just not nice here anymore. I'm older now and retired, so I have no choice but to stay. Who has the money to find out where we can afford to live? And life is short and definitely not fair. The end. Poor people. Uh, so there are ways to cool the city. There are ways, but the people who are just keep building, just keep pushing out more buildings, more apartments, they don't care about all that. They just care about their pocket. They care about their profit. And that's the problem. That's the whole freaking problem with the way the wrong people the wrong people have the most money, I think. Especially the people that just want to build here, build there, build, but they don't want to build smart. And they just want to build for their tax write-offs or whatever. um, you know I just, they're not building smart. They're building for them, for the betterment of themselves, not really for the community, or how it's going to impact society, or how it's going to make it worse or hotter or more crowded. They don't care about all that because they live in a nice house up on a hill somewhere, or in a nicer neighborhood, with security, right? So I don't have to worry about being in the middle of all the packed, crowded sardines. The rest of us. uh, some people like the city, and the city is not actually bad. I mean, there's a lot. There's a the only pluses that I ever notice or recognize about a city is the huge amounts of the variety of different foods that you can purchase. So we have so many different ethnic foods here. It's amazing. That's the only part I like about the city, and that they're not far away from where we live. So I really like that. I like I like that part about the big city. That's about it. If they're not hunting anything, I'd leave them alone. Right, with the peacocks, Rashid. Sorry, I didn't see that. Uh, and Rashid says good. So yeah, that's that person's thought about the city growing so fast. Someone is asking what's the total amount of water used there. Uh, See, and here's another person that says, there goes the groundwater. So, you know, it's really, you got to be careful how you think about stuff like this, because you not only do you have to go research what this water treatment plant is going to be, but you almost need to go and figure out like how much water is actually available to all of us, right? Then you have to go do a research in a whole nother way to understand the whole picture, because you can't just research one uh, and then make your like think good or bad about it before you get all the facts together. You have to go all the way around. You have to go around the complete circle of information. Like not only research the water plant, you have to research the environment, how it impacts it, what's underneath our feet. If anybody knows, if they're being honest, then maybe try several people. But if you have the energy to do all that research, then to understand the bigger picture of what's going on there, and then you can educate people, or not. I don't know. So that was pretty much all the comments. Some people were just kind of arguing with each other, which I see that a lot in comments. Nobody's actually coming up with any facts. It's just all opinions. And so I'm not learning really anything from the comments section in regards to this water treatment plant. So it does have a link to the article. And so there's really not too much information coming out of that. What else do we got? Okay, someone else got their vehicle. Someone broke into someone's vehicle. I see that so often. If you haven't learned how to lock your car by now, don't waste people's time by trying to warn everybody else because you got hit. Oh, I want to apologize about the video that I posted with no sound. So I was all excited, right? I was packing before we were getting ready to come here. And I was going out the front door to the fifth wheel, putting clothes, putting, whatever I needed to be in here for to get ready to leave. And we have a cactus plant in our front yard that was given to us by some really nice friends of ours. The man I believe has passed already. But anyways, he gave us this just planter full of cactus, and it blooms every like few years. And like four days prior to me packing, because it was too hot to pack, even at night, it was still 100 degrees. It was crazy stupid. Anyways, I had walked by this cactus and I just thought I was going to give it a nice hefty amount of water. I flooded that cactus. And then I noticed like 2 days later, it started, actually it was probably longer. It was probably a week. After I did that, like a few days after I did that, I noticed these little fuzzy things starting to appear, growing out. And I thought, oh man, that's like little silkworms or whatever spinning their little things, or a spider. I don't know what it was, but I tried to like wash it, but it was actually these new baby shoots coming out, and it shot out like seven shoots because I kept an eye on it. And then the night that I was packing, those shoots had already got like 5 inches long, maybe 6 inches long. And one of them had a bulbous head, and it started to open. And I was like, "There's flowering!" Like right before I'm leaving. So that morning, I was putting just last minute stuff in the trailer because the AC was running, and the flower started opening. And that's what I wanted to show everybody was the flower, because that's very rare to see that cactus flower. And I think by adding a bunch of water on it, I think it helped it flower. Honestly, I don't know. I think it may have helped. It probably gave it enough energy to push out some flowers, because it's one of those cactuses that you like water like maybe twice a month, once a month, something like that. But I really gave it a bunch of water. It's a big, beautiful white flower. So if you guys see that video, it was a quick. It was a quick. I forgot to turn on my mic. And I'm so clumsy. And I was all excited. I was like all explaining the whole thing, what I just said. And I was like, look at this flower. And it's like so excited. And I'm like, it's doing this before I'm leaving. So I got to see one bloom. My hubby will get to enjoy the rest. He's already back home. Uh, he'll get to enjoy the rest of the blooms. But it's a big, beautiful white flower that comes out of that cactus. Hi, Henry. How are you doing? How are you feeling? It's good to see. Good to see you. Henry says hello to Rashid. So yeah, that's a beautiful flower, and like if I wanted to, I could break, because you saw how crowded that cactus was in that planter. If you went and seen the video, if you saw it, you can actually get some of those out and put them in other pots and have more. That would be so pretty. But I'm not a big fan of cactus, but I love their flowers. I mean, I really admire. I love how they look, but just boy, if you get stuck by one of those little thorns, oh my gosh, that hurts. You can use one of those to sew those needles. They're so sharp. You feel good? Oh, that's good. You look good. I enjoy your hat videos when I get around to watching them. I really enjoy the hat videos. I think I have a favorite one. I really like that crystal ball one, but that thing looked a little heavy on you. And that little slit for the eyes, I'm like, like poor thing, you're like trying to figure out where you're trying to look through the little slot to find your hands to see what you were doing. But that was by far my favorite one, the disco ball hat. And I like the steampunk hat too. That looked good. That really looked good. I really liked that one. It fit you perfect. That was nuts, huh? The disco dome. That would be That would be farty. That would be fun to go to a party. That would be a great Halloween costume, especially if there's like a lot of lights inside wherever your festivities are happening. That ball would just shine all those lights. That would be just the most beautiful, shiny thing ever. That thing looked pretty heavy, because those mirrors, if those were tiny mirrors, and they used adhesive to glue all those pieces on, the mirrors are heavy. That can get pretty heavy. It could be also resin, but that looked like a quality kind of mirror on the. That looked really cool. It was heavy. Oh, they were the plastic ones. Yeah, it still looked really. It looked quality. That looked pretty quality on there. Those mirrors. I've never seen one of those. The disco ball hat. I think I've seen a ball cap that looks like that. That's a lot of work. Let's see what else is going on. And see cheese. Okay, so. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. So that must have been Monday when when another rain hit Phoenix. We were already here. So we got more rain while we were gone. Okay, I don't see really much else other than the beautiful rain that Arizona got. Uh, oh, is a heavy foam base for the shell? Yeah, to keep it snug to your head. Yeah, that's pretty smart. Building it like that. Uh, I don't see anything else. Uh oh. Oh shoot, there was a lightning strike somewhere in Arizona. Oh gosh, when was that? That was a day ago. What? There's always someone saying, anyone know what's going on so and so street? The police went flying by. Some people. Uh, oh my gosh, I think I've mentioned this guy before. He's a home inspector. Oh my gosh, he find all these new developments, these new places that are being developed here around Phoenix. He is finding so many freaking red flags as far as uh, in the building broken trusses. So that trusses the wood, the frames that hold up the roof. Not the trusses, the part of the trusses, I guess. Cracked, completely cracked, and then they saw it, like the builders saw it, and they try to do little repairs by putting some nails across the cracks. Not enough insulation. Brand new homes, and he's finding leaks. So he goes, "This is your insulation," and he shows you the insulation in your attic. And he says, "See how bouncy your insulation is?" And he pushes his finger down on it. And it was like this gray, like cotton-looking insulation. He goes, "You see this right here? It looks like melted insulation." He goes, "You know what that is? That's a water leak." He like shows you, and a lot of these builders try to get out of going and fixing it or paying for it to get it fixed. So he educates the people that are buying new homes to really pay attention to this stuff. He not only finds endless gas leaks in these new places, he finds like the broken beams in your attic. He finds those broken. He finds things that aren't even put together right. So when you join two of them together, there's usually a metal plate. I don't know what that's called. Uh, but you have to put a metal plate, and you can join two pieces of wood together. And he finds a lot of those with barely enough screws to even hold it to the wood. He also finds not enough insulation that's been put in the attic. He finds broken roof tiles all the time. The air vents that on top of the house, there's a cap on them that have like a cap, and those aren't even they're not even installed with an adhesive or nothing. They just like they pop right off, and he's like uh, the showers, not being installed correctly. They're all damaged. I don't know how many houses he went through. Found so many cracks in all brand new showers, and they were hairline cracks. And what he does is he grabs a marker and he goes to the little corners of them where the little shelves are at, and he spots them pretty fast. He's got an eye for it. But he goes over the hairline fracture with the marker, and then he wipes it away, and you can see it fills that hairline fracture. All the brand new homes, just unbelievable. And the recent video I saw of his, it said that if you have a bedroom or a room in your house that's hot, um, he said there's probably not enough insulation in your attic above that room, so the heat is coming down, and it's just flooding through that area where there's not enough insulation, and it's making that room hotter. I was like, shoot, we have a bedroom that's hot like that, but we just had a lot of insulation blown into our attic, so I think there's not enough insulation on the brick wall, between the brick wall, because we have a brick house, and there's probably not enough insulation between the brick wall and the sheetrock. I think it's just brick wall, then sheetrock, or probably a piece of wood and then sheetrock. So there's because that room is so dang hot in the summer. It's just so bad. So yeah, like a brace, exactly. It's like a square, like a square brace, and it has a bunch of holes for screws to go in. It's not a bracket, sorry, like a brace. You're right. I believe that's what it is. But yeah, some of those only had one screw in it, or it was like one of them he could like literally touch it and it was dangling. And these people are getting charged $400,000 for their home, right? And the house isn't even built up to code. Can you imagine that? If people didn't have, and all the inspectors, not all of them, but I think they're all in cahoots with each other to just pass. We'll pass your work, you pass mine, and let's get this done. And right, let's get paid. This is how I see it. The way he describes the shoddy work that they do. Not all businesses. Don't get me wrong. It's the ones that he's finding, and you're paying that much for your house, and then all of a sudden, you get a rain and that your roof is leaking. Like my mom's house, she bought it fairly new. I think it was only 4 years old. She moved in and she has a leak in her bedroom, and we had a guy come out, and he put some tar around, because the chimney is shares the wall with her bedroom. So they have a gas fireplace in the living room, and that wall shares her bedroom wall. And so I think that it's somewhere at the chimney. Maybe it wasn't sealed right, and there's water escaping up from the roof down the chimney somehow on the side of it, or the wall that is behind the chimney. And so her paint started to bubble, and we had a guy come out and put some tar on it, and I don't know if he didn't do a good enough job, or just charged us for doing nothing because we didn't get up there to see. And I think it's still leaking. I don't know what to do about that. But anyways, it could be, it's little stupid things like that, little leaks, and they eventually do some damage in the long run. So I don't know what to do about that. But I can't get a hold of that same guy anymore. He doesn't answer his phone, and she can't afford to call someone to charge her an arm and a leg. But I wish I could have done it myself, but I don't know. I don't have any knowledge in that area. Anyways, this guy finds a ton of things wrong with these new builds. And I would be afraid to go and look at her showers and all that stuff if I found stuff like, it's way too late now. But, it just kind of educates you what to look for. And all the gas leaks, my gosh, all the gas leaks he found. Brand new houses, oh my gosh, unbelievable. Ben T, how you doing? The best tea is Ben T. Okay, so there's really nothing too much else going on besides the big huge talk about the haboob that we just had. and Labor Day storm, other than a bunch of crime. Oh, good roofers can be tough to find. Yeah. So I don't know how to. And I'm like so far away, and like nobody else takes the initiative to like try to help her. Um, so I don't know. I can't do everything all the time. I just can't. She's got other kids that are capable of doing something, but they just choose not to, and so far away. That's another reason why I hated to really move to Phoenix from where I lived, because I was literally 20 minutes away from her because I lived up on the mountain. And every time she needed me, of course, I'd come down the hill and go do something for her. But now I'm 3 hours away, and I just can't get up and go like I used to. Uh, I would uh, I would come down every time she needed something. So that's pretty much new shopping center going up in Levine. Okay, they need to put more little shops in between neighborhoods instead of more freaking apartments. I don't know why they do that. We need to be able to like get out of our house and walk and not have to drive, to everywhere to go get a coffee, to go get some fresh baked bread, or you, you know something that benefits like a more of a local business, like a mom and pop place. But I don't know what's wrong with these cities. It just doesn't make sense. Stupid dog. The dog. It's I gotta stop looking at this. Betty says, "Hi, Henry." Yeah. So yes, I just wanted to let everybody know I'm situated. I'm at the village now. Tomorrow, I have a to do, something to do, and then I'll be able to start going out adventuring. And it's kind of overcast outside, but it's still pretty warm. 99 degrees. But it's gonna be 66 tonight though, so that's gonna be nice. So we may have a fire tonight. We may be doing like uh, a fire pit. The fire pit. The wood's out there. The fire pit's out there, and so we'll see if it gets cool enough. Oh, I can't wait to put on my jacket, my vest jacket, and just put that on, snuggle with it, and sit in front of a fire. It's gonna be so nice. Susie's sick of the brightly lit mega Lomart. Yeah, I see. That's a problem. They got all pushed out by the bigger corporations, right? Or they were bought out. No, we need to bring those back. That's what's hurting, I think, our economy. Um, we need to empower more of those, I think, mom and pop places to be, and every street corner, two and three and maybe four, because they all have something that they can provide to the community, whether it be coffee, shoe repair, a bakery, um, you know uh, something, some kind of food, like even if it's just a noodle place, or we have a tamale store in Phoenix. Can you believe that? It's just solely, just sell nothing but tamales, but they honestly, I think they put too much masa in their tamales. and they're like, we're award winning tamale for the biggest tamale. Well, they freaking pack on the masa on their tamale. So it's this big old giant tamale like this big, and it's all masa. Um, and I actually left them a review it and gave them a few pointers of how to flavor their masa a little bit better and maybe not use so much. Someone's got to say something, and I said it in a nice way. Because their masa was dry and it had no flavor, and I even told them what to do. So I think I'm helping them out. Anyways, I don't think they should be award winning for not a tamale like that. But those kind of shops, even if it's even a homemade candy store, uh, a seamstress, that would be great too. When the neighbors found out I was sewing, like I had one guy that would come to the house all the time. To my hubby, kind of got mad and said, "Don't come here anymore," because he's like, "Can you sew this? Can you sew this? Can you sew? Can you?" He wanted a complete alteration of an outfit, and like kind of getting a little kind of crazy out there. Like, well, I can pick up your hem, and I can sew a button on, and I could repair a few little small things. But he's just like, I don't know. My hubby told him to stop coming. I'm like, well, how am I supposed to make money if you're scaring all my clients away? So I understood, though. I think he was a little after more than just a sewing. So I get it, but uh, I was just trying to bring in some kind of income, something. So that's why I started painting, and then I was like, okay, nobody wants to pay for those, and then so I tried. I'm trying YouTube, and it's like slave labor on YouTube. I'm not making 2 cents per 1,000 views, which is ridiculous. I'm not really bringing in income to try to help my hubby pay the bills. So I could just go make tamales. Tamales always worked. And you can sell them for $25 a dozen now, in bigger cities. The little cities, that those people will complain, who can afford that? We don't make that much money. I've been in little communities, and people don't want to pay for all that work. The best peas are John peas. Aww. Welcome back, brother. One of the small local hardware stores just closed here the other day. I talked to one of the ladies that worked there, and she said they wouldn't compete with places like Lowe's. Oh my God, speaking of hardware stores, I really want to take you guys into this. We were in one yesterday because we were looking for a part. It was oh my God. It wasn't a Tractor Supply. It was like a Harbor Freight. Was it a Harbor Freight? The biggest Harbor Freight I've ever seen. It was the size of oh gosh, shoot! It was the size of a grocery store. They had all kinds of stuff. Oh my gosh! Because we went to the one here in this town. And it was real small. They didn't have what we were looking for. So we went to Cottonwood, and we found one there. And I walked in, and it kind of looked like a little, does anybody know what how big a Michael's is, or a Joann's craft store? It was almost like the size of that store, but it was like a Harbor Freight. Pretty sure it's Harbor Freight. God, I hope I'm right. I'm pretty sure. Clean, beautiful. I mean, they had elk jerky because I was starving. I was like, I need to grab something to eat because it was before we were going to go to eat. But they had all these new, because I haven't been in a store in a while, but they had these like uh, barbecue pit things that were called like a lime. Looked like or is a green egg. The green egg barbecue pit. Anybody ever seen one of those? They have the stones inside that you actually put. You could put pizza, like a pizza oven. They have those stones, and you could cook charcoal in there. I don't know. I think you could do propane too. But they had like the big one, the size below that one, the size below that, and then the size below that, and then the small, tiny miniature egg, green egg. It was on a stand with wheels. Has anybody ever seen that one? It's called the green egg, and it's like a fire barbecue pit, like a barbecuer. And this thing was cool, but they had those thick stone. The stone plates in it that you could like cook pizza on. So I think it keeps the heat in or makes it real extra hotter, or I don't know. But it was cool. It looked like a big green egg. It looked like it was hammered. The metal on the outside was hammered and then painted green. Really cool. They had cast iron pans in there. They had a ton of like Yeti cups. The Harbor Freight here had like maybe 20 cups. The one over there had like 150 like on the shelf. I was like, holy moly, there's all kinds. And then they had coolers, like little coolers to put your cooler drink, like your thermos cup or your Yeti cup or whatever cup you got that you want to keep hot or cold. They have a sleeve for that thing now. It looks like a little bag, like a puffy bag. I don't know, but keeps it cool or hot. It's like a little, I don't know, I've never seen one before, but that was cool. That's like the only aisles I went through. Oh, they had a ton of the soaps that we use. What's it called? Darn it. Anyways, I was like standing in front of the soaps and I was looking at, there's so many, all the scents, different scents. And one of the employees walks up the aisle where I'm at. He goes, can I help you? He goes, he goes, you could open one of those and smell them. I'm like, oh, I already did a few. It was just awesome. He goes, is there anything I can help you with? And I was like, no, I'm just looking at all the scents that you got in this soap. And I told him, I don't get out much, so it's been a while since I've been in a store, and I'm just really happy to see all these these different kinds of soaps. He just laughed. And then I saw him again in the other aisle, and we were talking. We talked some more. We were laughing. He goes, "You need to get out more." I said, "I know," because I was. He showed me where the cast iron pans are at. Because I was thinking about buying a cast iron for the fifth wheel. And shoot, they have the flat plates. They had the pans. They had the steak ones with the ridges in them that are lifted, that leave the actual marks on the steak. The cast iron, they had one of those. They had a whole bunch of different kinds. So I was like, oh my god. I'm so excited. Ben has the best tea. Hey Slim. Sorry, I saw you. I got hung up on the Harbor Freight trip yesterday. I was so excited in that place. I was like smiling ear to ear, all great. They probably thought I was crazy. I was just excited to see a bunch of stuff. They even had plants for sale right in the entrance. They had pretty plants, spider plants. They had like these like vines and cactus and. No, it wasn't a Home Depot. I think it was a Harbor Freight. No, it wasn't Rural King. It wasn't Rural King. Lowe's. No, it wasn't a Lowe's. You didn't see me. Hi, Grizzly Warrior. How you doing? Hey, oh my God, everybody! It's Face the Ace for real. So I was all excited, especially when I found elk jerky. I was like, oh my God, it was one of the sticks. And I walked up to the register, I was holding it, and I was like, can I eat this in the store? And she goes, if you pay for it. And I'm like, well, of course I'm going to pay for it. But after I pay for it, can I eat it in here? She goes, oh, yeah, just hold on to your receipt. So I'm like, all right. So I paid for it and I just immediately walked away, started opening it and eating it. And I had the receipt in my hand. And when that guy approached me, I was looking at the soaps. I made sure that the receipt was like well in view with my wrapper, my jerky wrapper right there. So I didn't want to put it in my pocket yet because I didn't want them to think that I was putting stuff in my pocket. I was like, okay, I just ate this jerky. Here's the wrapper. Here's the receipt. But I was just hungry. You're back. You're back. Oh my God, everybody. Face the Ace is back. For real? So, I had so much fun in Harbor Freight. This is in Cottonwood and it's a freaking nice store. Oh my gosh. I've been to a lot of Harbor Freights and they're not set up like this one. Usually they're kind of boring, right? You just go in for your screws or for your whatever little piece of hardware you're looking for. But this one, it had chimes, it had jerky, it had plants. It had, from what I seen, I didn't even look at the whole store. I mean, we would have been there a lot longer. Of course, they carry paints and I don't know what else this store had. I just went straight to the soap aisle and then I saw the Yeti stuff and then the cast iron and then I was looking at all the barbecue grills. Just looking to see what's new and on the market now and what designs and things like that. So I was excited. Oh my God, Mr. Slim, how are you doing? Grizzly says, hello, Susie. Hello, Benty from Face the Ace. Hello, Ben. Hello, Hen. Hello, Hen. He's like, hello, Hen. It's been a long time. Slim from Face. Face is laughing. Susie was buying a bird bath and thought hot tub was on sale. That's funny. How are you doing, Face from Slim? Oh my God, says John P. I'm great, and you, Slim from Face the Ace? Hello, John P. brother from Face the Ace. John P says face with 1,000 trillion million beautiful emojis. Do you have a tamale craving? It's my fault. Oh my God. A bunch of up. Thanks, Face the Ace. You went in a big convenience store and they was advertising a beaver for some reason. Slim, you so crazy. Bird bath hot tub. Yeah, I want to go back to go see everything. I might buy a cast iron too. I might buy it's only one to, like if I do a cast iron pizza in the oven. So, because I already have a flat one, like to warm up tortillas and to like make a, like an omelet or eggs on it or sausage, but it's not cast iron. And I didn't want to bring the ones from home. I want at least one cast iron here. Oh, and they got bird feed. They got this bird feeders that are like 5 foot tall, big old tube like thing, and you could fill that big old tube, put bird seed in it. They had hummingbird feeders, some pretty like chimes and sun catchers that you hang from your tree with little crystals on them. Just cool stuff like that. From what I saw. I was so excited. I think I was overly excited. They're not used to that. They're not used to that much excitement. Oh, let's change the music. Oh my god, his face! For real? Okay. Let's see. Let's play this one. Yeah. So if you use Streamyard, Streamyard does have sound effects now, and this is what they are. They have this is what I chose. So here's this one, and they have this one. I like that one. They got that. In case no one laughs at your jokes, you got the backup audience laughing for you. You got this one. Oh, and then when Face the Ace comes in, because you know what he just done. No, I mean Slim. More for Slim. He's bad. Here's this one. I have to figure out how to use this one more. I really like this one. I wish they had more, like in a row. It's a punch. Sounds like a slap to me. And then this one. It's so funny. Yeah, so those are the sound effects. There's a few more other ones, but these are the ones that I actually decided to use on the. You could choose them, and then it'll put them like right in your menu of your. It has there's a sounds menu now, so it's right above your background music. Yeah, it's fun. They're fun. It's nice, you don't have to go get a little soundboard now. Now you can StreamYard incorporated a few sound effects that are decent, and you can upload your own. So uh, I'm happy with that feature. It's kind of nice. I mean, I think they should do that for for what you pay for. I think you should be able to like have everything you need within this platform, even to edit videos. So they do like also if you record your live, if it's under an hour, you can make little shorts out of pieces of that of your live, and they have a way to do that through StreamYard. But yeah, it has to be under an hour. Anything over like an hour and 10 minutes, I think I've pushed it to an hour and 15 minutes, where it still allowed me. And you let the artificial intelligence skim through your live, and it'll choose what it thinks is a good short for you to possibly uh, download and then upload out of that live as a short. But I think if they incorporated a little more editing tools would be nice, like getting rid of a background. So if you want to change your background and just have in the picture without the background, that would be another neat feature to add. And I think that's all I can think of for now. But just a few more editing tools, I think, would be nice. You don't like Stream? Yeah, I was just about to give up on StreamYard, but I realized it was my computer. It may be the Flash player or something going on with it that's malfunctioning that's affecting my StreamYard. But it works fine on my laptop. What is that? Is that a beaver? Hey Archie, how you doing? Vote for Archie. You like WTF Mike sound effects better? Yeah, he's got all the nasty ones. I know. You'd rather use the original YouTube channel? Yeah, everybody uses whatever is easier for you to use. I've used a lot of different ones. YouTube, the regular YouTube one. Gosh, if they kicked it up a notch and added all that stuff, what StreamYard has, because they only allow you to use their music. They don't allow you to put your own music unless you got it on a CD and you have a radio sitting next to you and you're playing it in the background. That's the only way you could play your own stuff. But they don't allow you to upload your own music or to even edit your own video in a way to where you can add your own music or tweak the background or do any of that stuff. YouTube, sure, you would think they would have that, but they probably already deal with so many billions of people uploading their stuff. I mean, I don't know if it's even difficult, but it is easier just to use YouTube. Just without editing, or you can edit your videos in YouTube. You can make them shorter. You can cut a lot of pieces out. You can chop it up, but you can't put your own music in there. They make you use their music. Archie, Jim doesn't come in here anymore. How many times do I have to tell you? Your daddy Jim doesn't come around anymore. So you don't have to say hi to him here. He doesn't come here. He has disappeared. Hey, WTF Mike sounds? Yeah, he uses that. He uses a bunch of stuff. I can't even repeat it. Thank you, Archie. Have fun on your live stream. Sorry, Archie, I don't do any more bananas. I already expected. I already told you why. I need a driver to be behind the wheel. I don't just accept subscribers that are not going to be there. I already explained that to you, Archie. I'm not doing any more bananas. Ever. Doesn't help my channel. Okay, so, and I'm trying to be nice about it too. I'm not trying to be a meanie about it. Just trying to be nice. I don't do bananas anymore, Archie. Sorry. And thanks for telling everybody to hit like and share. But Archie, you got to tell your people, if you're giving them bananas, I understand it's to support your channel, but you get 100 subscribers. There's nobody there. It's just the number that there's 100 people there, but there's nobody behind the wheel driving the car. So, yeah, YouTube Music, they have a lot of stuff that's non-attribution, which that's what I was using in the beginning. So you don't get copyrights, or you don't get flags for that. So, and they got a nice variety, but I went through literally almost all their music that's non-attribution of the stuff that I like. And then I kind of just got bored with it because, I mean, it sounds good. Some of it sounds good, but shoot, the music is better when you're uploading a short on your phone, and you can actually pick like, famous artists and stuff. That's fun, but you can't do that on your laptop. That feature is not available on your laptop. If you're uploading a short from your laptop, you don't get that option to use the music like you can on your phone. So I think that's kind of bonk, right? I think that's like, it'd be nice if they added that feature on a desktop or a laptop. I think it would be nice if they incorporated that. John P says, Archie! Well, what happened to I don't know. He just stopped coming. And I'm not trying to be bitter about it. I'm just telling you the facts. He doesn't come here. He don't come around here no more. So I'm not trying to be bitter about it or make him look bad. That's just his choice. Jim's in the woods. Blessings. Aw, that's good. Yeah, he hasn't been here in a long time. Yeah, we need real bananas. We need real people behind the wheel. We need people watching the channel, not just the numbers. That doesn't help anybody's channel. Anybody that's giving away bananas for donations, just so you know, then your numbers will jump, but nobody will be watching your stuff when you go live. Where's those 100 bananas watching your video? Where's those 200 bananas? Where's those 500 bananas? Where's those 1,000 bananas that you donated for? They're not there. It's just the numbers are there, but there's nobody watching your video to help your ads to actually get, if you're monetized, to actually help you make a profit off of your videos. So I'm just saying, the bananas don't help you. They make your numbers look nice, but it doesn't help your channel, and they don't tell you this. They don't explain it to you. So I'm explaining it to you, so now you know. I'm not trying to make them look bad, but it would be nice if they explain to people that it's going to make your channel look nice as far as the numbers and subscribers go, but it's not going to, there's those 100 people or 1,000 or 10 million subscribers, they're not going to be watching your channel. Okay? So, be nice if they would have said that from the get-go. Anyways, not trying to make anybody look bad. I'm just saying you should educate your people a little bit better when you're telling them, hey, come, donate to my channel. I understand helping your channel with the donations, and everybody can use a little help. But you need to make over $100 to even cash that money out. And YouTube already takes like 30% of that. So, the donations help a lot, but the ads help much more. And if you're getting bananas, those bananas aren't going to be watching your channel. They're just going to show that they're there. They're not actually there. They're not watching. They're not giving you watch hours. So I've said this before, and I want to just kind of educate people, because I had to learn the hard way, and I thought it was helping their channel, helping my channel, but it was more helping their channel more than my channel. I mean, it looks nice. The numbers look nice, but there's nobody watching, right? There's nobody there. So where'd you go, Archie? Come back. I hope you're listening. Come back. He does have a few other channels that he does support me with his other extra channels, and I appreciate that. And the other people who give bananas, they usually have 2 or 3 other channels too, or 10 or 12 or 50, and you can't jump on them all and help with watch hours, but the ones that are just saying, oh, make it sound all good and give you 100 bananas and all this, it's going to show in numbers. That's all. It's just, you're not getting watch hours from those 100 subscribers. You thought it was karaoke? Never understood what bananas meant? Ha ha he. So sorry. It's okay. Now you know. Nobody had the balls to explain it. I don't know. It was a big elephant in the room thing. So this started happening when the D-Man was around, and we talked about it. We're like, what is that? What does that mean? And they never explained it, right? So it took a while for me to figure it out, because as you grow, you realize when you go live, there's only the same 10 people watching, 7 people, 6. Where's these 100, 200, 300 people? Where are they? They're not there. So you start to notice these things, and I'd just rather not do the banana thing or even entertain it, and try to gain my subscribers, with the hard work that I put into my channel. And I already put a lot of work into my channel. So just do it the way that's natural, and that there's an actual body behind each subscriber watching, clicking, liking, commenting. So that's the route I'm going. That's the route I intended to go in the first place, but the darn bananas, the bananas came into the picture, and I'm like, what are these bananas? They don't explain to you. He does morning coffee. That is the reason I travel around the world with my YouTube channel. Thanks God, people are watching my live stream. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, do it the natural way, right? I work hard. That's the reason I go people's channel, different countries. Most of my views are from the United States, so I'm just going to cater to the United States. It's nice to have people from other countries, but there's not enough of them watching. So Archie is crying. Don't cry, Archie. I'm not trying to hurt his feelings, but it would be nice for those people to explain what's really happening with the banana thing. You should be more transparent about it. And it's not common sense. How is someone supposed to know what that even means? Okay, I was just got to figure it out and educate more people about what's really happening. So I just did that. So I'm pretty sure that was Harbor Freight that I went into, and I would really like to go back to that Harbor Freight. That was a really cool store, and all the employees were really nice in there. You did a live stream this past Monday? It's today Wednesday. So yeah, we just came out here Monday. So we were busy unpacking, setting up everything, getting the water. I mean, if you ever had a fifth wheel or an RV or anything, when you get to a park, you got to pull out your hoses, you got to hook up your water, your power, you got to fill up your tanks, you got to open the water, get all the pressure out of the lines, you got to check everything, turn on the water heater, you got to make sure the AC is running, the slide outs are out. I had to clean, sweep again, and I had to just do a little light cleaning, check the shower, make sure everything's running, and then make sure when your fifth wheel is on the road, things get knocked over. I had to go and organize some of the cupboards. I had to put stuff on the countertops, get everything ready to be livable, ready. So we took all of Monday to get situated here. And my hubby just went back home. He helped me set everything up, level out the trailer, all that stuff. It takes a whole day to do all that. Actually, it took 2 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It took 2 days to get everything situated. So that's what I've been doing. And I missed your third anniversary. Oh, happy anniversary, Face. Congratulations. Oh my God, for real? And what are you cooking, Slim? Oh God, please don't tell me you're cooking ribs. I saw, did anybody see WTF Mike? He just made some freaking, it looked like ribs in the smoker. God, I want some ribs. No, he has to go back to work, Rashid. He doesn't stay. He comes on his days off. I got the hiccups. I need to cut my bangs. Just gonna cut my hair. Just gonna cut all my hair. Cheers. Cheers. Are you having some coffee, Face? My goodness. I even curled my hair a little bit. It's not working. So yeah, there's a lot of things I want to do here. So we just literally got settled in. So there's maybe we'll have a fire tonight. It's gonna cool down real nice tonight, and the fire's out. The fire ban is lifted, and I still gotta straighten up the rec room. What time is it? I've been live for almost 2 hours. Okay. It's 3. I don't know what I'm going to do for dinner. I pulled out some lamb, but it was frozen, so I don't know if that's going to be ready by dinner. Hopefully it's ready. Oh, I got some these like sausages I got from the Mexican market. Oh my god, they're so good. And my hubby got me some hamburger buns to make hamburgers, but shit, I'll throw one of those sausages in one of those buns. So I got mustard, ketchup. He even got me some pickles. That stuff is those sausages are tasty. It's almost like a chorizo sausage, but it's I think it's got also I don't know if it's ground pork in it also, but it's seasoned like chorizo. And it's in the sausage casing. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, so good. I might have one of those for dinner. Hamburger, steak and gravy, corn on the cob, mashed taters, mac and cheese. Oh my god, Slim. So like you're making like a chicken fried steak almost, huh? With gravy, corn on the cob. Oh my god, I have corn. I have 2 ears of corn in there. Mac and cheese and biscuits. Boy, you went all out. My gosh. Oh my god, I want to make a turkey. We were talking about Thanksgiving yesterday. It made me just want to go buy a turkey and cook a turkey, even if I have to cook it, cut it in half and cook it half at a time. Because these little fifth wheels, although they're the size of a tiny home, but the ovens in them are fairly small. So I'd have to cut the turkey completely in half and cook it halfway at a time. Unless I use the grill outside. Hey, Brother Dan. Thank you. Thanks for the like. Thanks for the share. I'll get to your channel soon, Brother Dan. I just got situated here at the village. God bless you too. Thank you. Good to see you, Brother Dan. Rochette says, hey, Dan, the Master Shredder, everybody. If you don't know Dan Anderson, he's the Master Shredder on YouTube. He plays his guitar like it's nobody's business. So pretty soon I am going to have to shut the live down because I made a cheesecake order through the front office. There's a gal that works locally here, and she makes these. And I got a guess what kind of cheesecake? It's an coffee espresso cheesecake, and I'm like, what? I'll buy those all day long. But I'm gonna try one, and I think I got that, and I got a caramel apple cheesecake, and they're real small. So they're like this small, I think, but they're like this high. So she said they're fairly high, so about 3 inches high or so. We'll see. They're like homemades, right? It's a local gal that makes them. She makes them. So I'm gonna try one. So she said she had an espresso one. So I ordered one of those. I'm gonna try it and have that with coffee. And I'll have to show you guys because I want to share it with you, and maybe you guys could. Maybe we could figure out how to make our own for next time. And then we could experiment and do different things, right? I've never made a cheesecake before. I don't think I have. But I don't eat that stuff all the time, but it's fun. It's fun to have every now and then. Enjoy it with some coffee, especially if it's an espresso, right? We'll see. So I got to go pay for that because I put in the order yesterday. Gotta go do that. Does anybody else have any plans for the rest of the week? Anything fun? Slim is cooking up a storm over there. I'm trying to talk them into doing like a potluck here, and doing a seafood boil. Oh my god, I want a seafood boil so bad. You're gonna have a good time this weekend? Are you doing any adventuring? I'm definitely gonna be doing adventuring by the weekend, guys. So, if out there where I want to go, I don't know if I have cell service. Well, I'll probably have cell service, but I don't know how the quality of the video is gonna be. I'll try. I'll attempt to go live out there, and if not, I'll just record it and then just post it later. Because I don't want the quality of the video to be all pixelated. What's the point of watching, right? So I want to show you the terrain. I want to show you the mountains. I want to show you the rocks, the cactus, the desert terrain, as best as I can without you having to squint your eyes. And we'll try to do it in landscape mode too, because you can only go. Well, you can go live in landscape mode. We'll try that first and see if I get a good signal. But I need, if whoever's in here, if you're watching, I need you to tell me what the quality is like right away. If someone's here, that helps me out to figure out if I want to continue with the live or not. Because if it's shoddy, the picture, there's no point. There's no point, and just keep recording, continuing to record. There's no point. Because I don't like to sit and watch a shoddy video, so I don't expect you to. Oh, you were in an abandoned factory? Boy, I bet that was cool. And I have my metal detector too, so I'll be metal detecting out here. I did some little metal detecting around my spot, my camp spot. But the owner gave me permission to metal detect anywhere here on the grounds, so I can do that. That'll be fun. And there's a Wi-Fi signal all throughout this place. I'm sure it gets weaker in a few spots, but I should be okay. I've gone live around here in the past to show you guys all the lights and stuff at night. And there's an adult lounge over there. It's called the Zane Zone. And there's a pinball machine in there, so maybe we'll be able to see that while I'm here. There's a pool table. We could go live, play some pool. And they have a TV in there, but I don't really watch TV. I'll probably put on even the music channel. I can't be live with that playing unless I'm louder than the music. We'll figure it out. So there'll be some different things going on here, and I'll be sharing definitely the adventures. I want to go find some petroglyphs, and we'll keep it simple. And then whatever comes after that, it'll be a bonus. So yeah, I'm looking forward to your factory adventure base. John P. Brother, he's been going on adventures too. Been doing some stuff too. And Stuart, if anybody still watches Stuart, he's been doing cooking. He's been doing cooking lately and video gaming. And so is Keith. He's been playing video games on his channel, if anybody knows them. You guys probably know Stuart. And he has the Wii at home, and him and Wendy do the Wii bowling and golf that I've seen so far. And he made something today. I don't know what it was. It looked really good though, looked like a casserole, something. You're welcome, Face the Ace. Oh my god, for real. So I might go live later before bed. I don't know. I need to go pay for a cheesecake and see what it feels like outside. What's the temperature out there? I don't like getting all hot and sweaty. It's sticky. It's muggy outside. What's the weather? Still 99. Stop it. Oh. Okay. So yeah. Well, I appreciate everybody popping in. Hit that like button. I'd appreciate it. It helps. It helps the algorithm. It helps push our channels out there to be seen. That way, we don't have to worry about bananas. Okay, this is the honest way to do it. I mean, honest. It's the right way. There's so many ways to build your channel, but I prefer reminding you to hit that like button. Leave a comment on the channel. You could ask me questions. Send me emails. The email, my email is in my on the main page. But hit that like button. It does help the algorithm. If there's ads, please watch the ads. I'd appreciate it. That helps my channel. It helps the revenue come in. Although I need a bunch of people to watch my ads, because honestly, if just to give you an idea of how much I make on, if 100 people watch my ads, or if I get 100 likes or the clicks, I'm literally making cents, just cents. So I'm trying to like make this an income so I can help my hubby pay bills and stuff. So it's just my way of contributing to the household, right? Financially. So watching the ads helps my channel a lot. And then just so you all know, we have to meet a threshold of $100 a month to actually see that money. I've gone 3 months before I could actually even come close to $100. So sometimes you're waiting 3, 4, 5 months to try to make that threshold, meet that threshold as far as YouTube goes, how they pay. So that's how it works with creators if you're monetized. Unless you're being sponsored by somebody, but I'm not gonna mess with that right now. If someone wants to sponsor me, I'll have to see what it is. But I'm I like outdoors, like camping, kayaking, and exploring. So I don't know if you see me doing like advertising, but as far as I know, that's probably way in the future. I've seen a lot of people do sponsoring for like HelloFresh and then like flashlight products and some camping gear. What else? Antivirus software. What I've seen several, but usually they get sponsored for whatever they do on their channel. If they're like an adventure, hiking, outdoorsy, you'll companies will find you and ask you to advertise one of their products. But that's how that works. So yeah, I push that like button. That's why I keep asking to push the like button. It helps the algorithm. And watch those ads. I pay for premium, so I never get ads when I watch your channel. But I read that if it's a premium member watching your channel, you get part of the pay from that premium subscription. So you get credit for it. So you're getting credit for people who pay for premium YouTube also. So I never see an ad on anybody's channel because I'm a premium member. So I pay for to not see ads, right? But you still get credit for it. Let's see. Faye says she's gonna run over and watch your video, Slim. Slim, did you post all that food? I'll go watch it too. I sent to everyone to your links. Just something quick and easy. Did you ever find anything? What do you mean? Are you talking to me, Rochette? Or when I was metal detecting, or are you talking to me? So yeah, it takes a lot of views to actually get paid. You have to get into the millions. If you get into the millions of views, you're looking at a couple grand profit. So that would be nice. That would sure pay. That would sure contribute to, household expenses, other expenses, utility bills, and things like that. That would be nice. Oh, gold. Yeah. Yeah, I've been following a channel where this guy, he's a geologist and he's like a miner since he was a little boy with his father, and he went to learn about geology as he's got older, and he explains where to find gold right in dry dirt. It's not always in like a river or sand or he kind of explains how to find it, how to find the signs of the terrain and stuff, where to look, and he'll be like, see if you see this like vein of quartz, and he gets his little pickaxe, his little hammer, his pick hammer, and he digs a little bit, and then he shows you like how to do it, and goes over it with his metal, and the metal detector will start beeping, and he gets down to like just the fine dust, and he blows the dust away, and there's sitting a little gold, a little piece of gold. And right now, well, it fluctuates every day, but I when I looked it up, it was like 3 to 4 grand an ounce. But that's if it doesn't have a whole bunch of other stuff, connected to it, like other minerals and things. And then you got to go figure out who's going to buy it, and then you got to make sure it's not on land that you're not allowed that you're allowed to do that on. So you got to be careful. So he kind of educates you on all that stuff. But yeah, I learned a few things. So I think I'm going to be taking my metal detector out and trying my luck with the gold. Looking for gold. Plus, I like looking for coins, and you can find jewelry too. It's not just gold. I mean, you can find a gold ring. That's just as good. It's already been processed and made into a gold ring. It's just as good. Woo! You could find gold chains. You can find silver. I mean, it's just not gold. Oh heck yeah! If I find something, I'm gonna try to do that live. I'm gonna try. Now that I'm out here, there's a bunch of places. There's parks in the city where I can go and just go metal detect around there. And I should have a signal there too. Should. Home loves freight. I don't know what that means. What does home loves freight mean? Home Depot and Lowe's and Harbor Freight. that Harbor Freight was awesome. I gotta see it. I gotta go live in that place. That's worth the trip. It's not very far, but boy, I had so much fun in that store. It was just they had a bunch of neat things. I didn't even get to see like the camping stuff yet. Like I just want to see what's new. I really don't feel compelled to buy a whole bunch of stuff, but I just want to update my brain with what's new and what's on the shelf, what's being made. Like every several years they make newer and better tents. They make newer and better camping gear, newer and better thermoses, newer and better hiking gear. That's the stuff I like to keep up to date with. That kind of stuff. I can, if I find anything on your lot, you can get half. Okay. All right. We'll see you later. Thank you guys for hanging out, and enjoy your dinner, Slim. I'll go watch that video if you posted about that big feast you just made. But I gotta go, and I gotta go pay for some cheesecake, and then maybe I'll go live later, way later. So some of you may be asleep, but there's a lot of night owls that pop in, so I may go live later. So we'll see you all. Good to see you all, and have a great rest of your week if I don't see you again. And hopefully you had a great Labor Day. We'll see you all soon. Maybe there'll be a fireside chat tonight. I don't know. We'll see if it gets cool enough. And God bless you too. Later, Slim. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to go adventure. I need to get my butt out there and explore. Love it. I love it. All right, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for coming. Welcome to the Susie B.